Hello, welcome everybody to the BHR JenMar Mangement Series, Season 2 here live from Daytona for back-to-back Daytona races here for Biscuit 500 is the name that has been coined here tonight. Hello everybody to the BHR JenMar Mangement Series. Live here from Daytona for the Biscuit 500 here. And I think I may have accidentally muted my microphone there, so I apologize for that. But yeah, they're actually doing group qualifying here tonight, so they'll all go in a pack here and just basically try to be in the draft. However, there's one thing with group qualifying, especially that's very key to play tracks. You cannot make contact or your lap will not count on iRacing. If you make contact, the lap will not count. So when you're in a big pack like this, it's very easy just to try to bump somebody or something like you're racing, and it can hurt you. And also, you see some guys not in this pack, it's going to extremely hurt them, as they're not going to be able to be in this draft to try to get a good lap put in. It's going to be pretty interesting to see exactly how it all works out here, as team's still working around the track now. Wait for the first time to roll in. As long as nobody makes contact, this should be right here. So you see up2 Jared Hager there pushing the 50 of George Garcia. Or excuse me, no, it's the Corey Ensign. So they're going to try to draft here, and usually the car in back actually goes faster as you see them almost making contact. Be very careful not to touch each other, those the lap won't count. Going across the finish line. And they're going to put a lap down. Jared Hager to the top of the charts for now. Continue to roll in some times here and qualify. Now they're blocking bumpers right there. You know, see, sometimes if you touch somebody so lightly on iRacing and it ends up being a zero, it doesn't even get to 0x. It's just nothing. But to see how much they're drafting now, they got a 0x, and I think honestly he already put in a lap. He's currently on top right now, so maybe why he's actually trying to bump draft at 15 of Ensign, because he knows that if he makes them get 0x, he can't beat his lap time. So it's actually a bit of a strategy here. I didn't really think about really, per se. Kind of just holding everybody up behind him so they can't get a good lap. Make sure he bumps that 15 machine. Make sure he can't. You know, it was John Horn though. He's gonna go to the top of the charts. He actually got the pole last week in the shootout, which was race number 1. So now Jared Hager realizes that he got beat by the 14 machine. He's gonna try to fall behind that draft and pretty much just pull up. Basically, if you do is you stay behind the draft, you say, so that way you don't have to check up at all. If you stay behind their draft and kind of way far back, and you start to cross the finish line like that, then you get a huge run and you can pull up behind them and actually gain time for your lap. So, you see John Horn, he beat Jared Hager by doing that. So Hager's going to try to do the same thing, kind of just hold back and wait to build up that speed and get that run. This is all pretty much strategy and qualifying. Now it looks like Ryan Schultz actually will get the pole here for now in that 09 machine. As now you see him kind of shuffling around now, trying to spin a good draft going. You see Jared Hager now, he can't check up. That's the goal, is try not to check up, just try to get the good enough run, but doesn't look like he really has much of a choice except for check up right here, so make sure he doesn't touch anybody. So 40's in the wall is going to get into him and cause him that lap. And I don't know if they're really come across the finish line next time by. Complete another one. Oh, you see the 40 machine in the outside wall. Means he's not to wreck, but it's gonna screw him in any shot here to try to get that top spot. As I see Jared Hager actually pushing John Horn a bit there. Not we're sure about the contact on this lap. They do make contact. Around goes 09 machine, hard to the inside wall. But luckily for him, it looks like he will continue to hold onto this pole as we have 23 seconds left. They'll not be able to complete this lap. I do not believe, and also so spread out, and also got 0x's, so they won't be able to. So it looks like Ryan Schultz will actually get the lead lap here, as this guy is still trying to work together. As I see the 14 machine actually looks like maybe pushing a 15. He already knows he got 0x's, make sure that 15 can't beat his lap. So And you may think, oh, it's kind of dirty to do that, but not really. Actually, we still have a minute left of qualifying from this just transition time. So we still have a minute. These guys can actually turn a lap. They can turn one more lap after this. It's J.R. Hager very sideways. Oh, actually, head on to the outside wall. 81 machine got into him there, so it's going to cost them both a shot at the lap. Now you see the 14 machine John Horn on the apron, drifts it sideways. Can he save it? No. And back up the track into the outside wall. Is there anybody behind him? No, they're all wrecked. Oh, they're wrecking again. The 15 machine goes around, and the 50 machine into the inside wall. Head on. Danica Patrick style wreck is on the 81 machine. Already got 0 X's when he got hit by J.R. Hager, so pretty much guarantees R. Schultz, as I'm going to try to see that. That's his actual name here. Sorry, Raph Schultz, or Schultzy. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. He's from Canada, and I don't think I can quite get that right, so I apologize for that. But I'll probably shrug about that. He's going to probably sit there and cringe, and I feel bad, but I have to make it work, I guess. So, thank you all for watching. Hello, Dry Out TV. How you doing? And qualify now in the books. Raph Schultz will get the pole here tonight in the 09 Chevrolet. Congratulations to him on the pole as they're girding up here. I'm going to try to wait to get to the field here. I'm going to take you through the LCTV starting grid here tonight. Once we get some more drivers gridded up here. There's J.R. Hager, first car. In the front is third. There's John Horn, second. He actually got the pole last week in the shootout and also won the race. He's looking to try to go back-to-back here tonight and win both Daytona events. That is his goal. As we continue to grid up here. The Biscuit for a Biscuit 500. And I just realized I didn't put the C in there. So there we go, that's fixed. The BHR JenMar Mangement Series here. So it looks like most of the drivers have gridded up here. We're going to go through the LCTV replay, starting grid, not replay, to look at starting grid for tonight's race. So, on the pole, Raph Schultz with a pretty good lap, 46.835. He will start on the pole. To his outside, John Horn at number 14 machine. Looking to try to go back-to-back here tonight. Row 2, 02 machine of J.R. Hager. To the outside, Corey Ensign in that 15 machine. Row 3 of Greg McClendon and then George Garcia. Row 4, we go on Russell Kane in that number 80 machine. To his outside, Trenton Sneed. They actually got some contact on pit road. 02 machine in the back of the 09. The 40 got rear-ended by the 80 machine. It looks like the 09 machine got it going, maybe stalled the car or something, and didn't get going after that. And it caused a huge checkup, and actually caused a couple of cars getting in the back of each other, so it's going to hurt them throughout the day, or throughout the first part of the race here. But anyhow, Russell Kane right there, I guess knows the damage, but he's going to start, and Trenton Sneed will start in 8th. Row 5 here, we have Joseph Piscota. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. He will start there in an 81 machine in 9th. There's outside Anthony Poston in that number 16 machine. Row 6 here tonight did not grid, but qualify. So now I'm going to look at the rest of qualifying. And just name some drivers in the race that were not named on the grids. Looks like we have Seth Weber here, so at number 79 machine. We've got Greg McClendon, William Floyd. We've got some more other guys in there. As you see, about the Bavaria in the 52 machine, 97 machine, Plan B sales of Jeremy Funk, 18 is Stephen Gale, 45 Jeffrey Price. So good names, but already some damage for some of our front runners here. 09 machine has the rear end damage. 02 is quite a bit of front end damage. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out throughout the first part of the race here. As aero and aerodynamics and all that fun stuff really plays in the role here at Daytona. So it's very interesting to see. And the pace car is in, ready to get race number 2 here underway from Daytona, the BHR JenMar Mangement Series. Good start here by Raph on the inside. Or Ralph. Did I seriously say Ralph? I did. So Ralph on the inside lane, he gets a good start here. And Ralph now going to get pushed by Jared Hager in the O2 machine, who have already making some contact here at the gridding. But inside lane here has the run, has the advantage right now. Work way to turns 1 and 2 here. Very big pack here tonight, much more than we saw last week. So just need to go into turn 1. Pretty even up front though. 14 machine holding on to that spot along with the 09 machine, but it looks like now the inside lane has a bit of a run as the outside lane has some blinking cars up there and also a little bit spread out. So 09 machine, Ralph will lead the first lap here. And also I want to mention the fact Jeffrey Price, that 45 Home Depot machine, as you see back there, right there, that 45 machine, he is actually giving out some money to these guys here tonight. So race winner will actually receive $10. Of course, donated by Jeffrey Price. So race winner receives $10. Most laps led will receive $5. So this guy's actually been racing for some money here tonight. It's going to be pretty exciting. It might maybe set these guys a different set of strategy here tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how it all plays out. But for right now, they're staying green, clean and green. And it's still a little bit of shuffling throughout the field, but up front, still the 09 machine. As you see that, oh, almost a contact right there. 09 machine came up just a bit into the 14 of John Horn, who is still trying to work that side up there in the top lane, trying to get a run and get around his inside lane. And that is his goal at this point. They're side by side coming through turns 1 and 2. Still neck and neck. Jared Hager going to try to push the 09 machine up ahead. 15 trying to do the same thing to the 14 machine ahead of him. So here comes John Horn actually with a big head of steam into turn 3. Can't quite get clear of the 09 machine though. Still side by side here. Oh, Jared Hager goes down the yellow line just a bit. And at the start finish line, who will it be? It looks like the 14 of John Horn will actually lead that lap. Oh, the car in the grass. Stephen Gale spins it down onto the exit of pit road, but managed not to hit anything. That will be a black flag. And, of course, it's up to race officials whether or not that will be cleared. I'm guessing it will be, if they're able to clear it. But we'll take a look, actually, back at the LCD replay of what exactly happened there, as it was a great save. And look at the chat now. Indeed, it was clear. It was cleared. So, let's take a look back at what happened. Looks like he just kind of got caught up in the checkup here. And they kind of checked up even on the yellow line. Just got sideways in the trial ball by himself. Slipped the grass, but great job not to hit anything or overcorrect and take up more drivers. So good save by him as we go back live here now. Unfortunately though, he has lost his draft, so he's definitely need a caution as John Horn actually not. Oh, sorry. 09 machine hard to the inside wall. There's the caution flag for this time as he hit the inside wall hard. One car incident. That's the second time now in a row we've seen somebody spin out in the trial. He's actually going to go tow it back to pit lane as he's right there, but wow. So Iverson did not actually do the caution. It was race officials who threw the caution. There, but incredible hit the inside wall, and very weird now that we've seen two cars get sideways and spin all by himself in the travel. Looks like, yeah, just kind of caught the yellow line just like Steven saw a lap earlier, but this time wasn't able to save it, and hard to the inside wall. Actually got all four wheels off the ground pretty much, it looked like. Hard hit for him. We're going to take a look now on the roll bar camera. And exactly what happened to this on that machine, as you see, just, yeah, kind of just went, is trying to follow the 14, just clipped the apron. That's all it took. Got himself sideways. He hit the cone, but that was at least his worries. He hits his inside wall hard. And as a driver, you don't have any options except for just try to lock it down and hope that you don't hit it as hard as it looks like he will. So, very hard hit. And he'll actually tow it behind the wall and maybe take it. These guys do have 5 fast repairs here tonight, so it is possible he could use fast repair, but I see actually he hit the cone into Jared Hager, so massive hit. So one car incident here at Daytona. I don't hear that very often, but he is still on pit road, so go back live here. So that leaves Corey Ensey now in the race lead, that number 15 machine. That number 15 flex tape first guy out the flex tape. So he's outled 1 lap. So these guys, again, trying to work for that $5 to lead the most in a lap. So that's their goal here tonight. It's very interesting to see if they can actually do that or not. Or who can do that. Of course, they're going to be able to do that, but see some guys trying to fake out. Looks like Jared Hager looking on the pit road along with somebody else behind them. So Jared Hager comes to the pit road. Greg McClendon looking on the pit road. Russell Caney. Joseph Piscata. Matthew Oliveira. Stephen Gale stays out. Looks like Jeremy Funk and Jeff Price all head to pit road. Get some, maybe change out the tires, get some fuel in the car, maybe fix some damage that they've had. As we've seen already, quite a bit of stuff here. Hager actually refused to stall just a bit. Jared Hager not off forward first. Looks like he actually may use his fastest pair there. And you do have 5 fastest pairs. That's quite a bit of fastest pairs to make it throughout the race. So no real need to try to conserve as much as possible. You see the 40 machine now, 80. There's the 81 machine off pit road. There's Jeffrey Price knocking off the road. And now you see the 09 machine still there on pit road. So Ralph looks like he will go a couple laps down here trying to tow back to his stall, as he worked right after his pit stall, but I've actually been in that situation before and it doesn't pay off. I've run out of gas actually on OPCBC League, and right there I thought if I parked it right there at the exit pit road, it could just push me backwards, but it ended up taking 4 minutes. So I ended up going a lap down, never was able to recover from it, unfortunately, but that was about halfway through the race. So started on here, he can easily get, use his faster, get back out and try to get that lead lap, position back. As Brent's, still up front, trying to get most of the laps led. That's the goal, but we're going to take this opportunity to go to a quick commercial break. First one of the night, as this is the first caution flag of the night, but we'll go to a quick commercial break. Go away, be right back.
So, you want to race in NASCAR. The road starts here. Introducing the eNASCAR Ignite Series powered by iRacing. This is the gateway for all aspiring 13-year-olds. Starting June 20th, ignite your dreams of one day racing in the top tiers of NASCAR. Go to www.iracing.com/ignite for full details.
Lap here to Daytona, we're back. Green flag here. Corner Instinct gets a good jump on the field. He'll get him to the green flag here, and now John Horn actually going to drop from second on the top down to second on the inside lane, gets behind him, and they try to follow through and get a run on him here. As everybody actually got a pretty good restart. It's kind of surprised everybody kind of went early. But here comes John Horn actually now, like I was saying, gets a run on the outside, going to try to pull around the 50 machine. He's got out from the 50 of George Garcia. Of course, a little bit of connection issues for him, so it may hurt him just a bit, but looks like, oh, Jared Hager spins through the grass, but manages to maybe keep it straight. No, he's going to spin it into the grass, but no caution. Oh, there's the caution.
Talk to me, good footing up.
Well, it didn't take long. We went half a lap, and Jared Hager looks like our third, or pretty much second, I guess, caution of the night. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like he got a big run, went to the outside to try to maybe make a move, and the car just got off from underneath him. So I'm guessing these cars, very, very loose here tonight, as I'm guessing, but Ford machine just got into him as he slid down a track, tried to lock it up to keep him hitting anything, and kind of just looped in the grass. Didn't get hit besides that, so just a few optional seconds of repair, and of course, so we're gonna have another caution flag here. Very weird looking incident. That's all I can really say. Not sure what really happened there, but I guess he just got loose, trying to make a move, and just got loose on him and lost control. Yeah, it looks like he tried moving up to try to keep him hitting the back of Stephen Gale, and just got loose and lost it. And pretty amazing. And I thought for sure he was gonna get turned up the right there and hit the wall, and then it was gonna be a big one, but only a 1-car incident here. So and he doesn't have much damage either. So he's gonna get back going. Probably just pit, got a few seconds off from repairs, get some tires and just put on them and keep on going. So, but from the shift gives John Horn back the lead. But as you see, the Night Machine getting one of his last back. We're gonna go back on the commercial break since we didn't have a long gap there, and you see everybody trying to fake out pit road. So the Ford machine will pit for that damage. Jeffrey Price pits, and that's about it. So we'll go quick commercial break. We'll go ahead, right back.
The yellow flag is out. Pit road is now open. Keep your eye on those gauges. We'll give you 4 tires. 3, 2, 1, now. Where's that? Get going.
Back live here to Daytona at the BHR JenMar Mangement Series. About to go back green flag racing here after second caution flag of the night for single car incident on the back straightaway. JR Hager, green flag back out though. John Horn on the gas. We're getting a pretty good restart here over the 50 machine. George Garcia is now kind of sort of which lane they want to be in here. We now right onto the roller camera here with the 15 machine. Green flag racing here of the Corey Ensign here. Just carrying out a gyro cam here tonight, and the 50 machine gets a good run on the outside, that outside lane. They push there. It looks like the 88 machine of Trenton Sneed. So the inside lane has a huge charge here. Who will lead at the stripe? Looks like George Garcia will pick up that lap lead right there at the line. There he goes. He'll lead that lap. And you just see the banking here at Daytona. It's such crazy how tall the banking is here at Daytona. And with this car is going this fast, they're not making it around this banking without flipping over. So not flipping over, but sliding down and check pretty much. If you stop your car here at Daytona, or even at Talladega or tracks like that where it's super banked, if you stop your car, you're not going to be able to drive back up the banking or anything. You're just going to pretty much slide down the track all for wheels. It's pretty crazy, but right now, when you see quite a few guys actually racing up hard here. Oh, 3 wide. Looks like a couple guys maybe got in the wall a bit there, not going to allow these to get a good, huge run right there as they went 3 wide. Ford machine very aggressive, trying to go back at the front. And again, $5 bonus for leading the most amount of laps, along with the bonus point for it. So these guys are really aggressive, trying to get up there and lead every lap they possibly can to get the extra money. Because usually you'd see some guys, I know a couple of guys in this field that would probably just sit in the back all race long and wait until the end of it to try to make a move so they don't get wrecked or anything. But these guys are racing hard out here tonight, and kind of benefit of one of the drivers, Jeffrey Price there, that 45 machine, to give out free money to pretty much get these guys more aggressive. Oh, you see contact and a big wreck. Everybody wrecks here. And there's no caution flag. I'm waiting for the officials to throw it. No caution. There it is. Russell Caney involved, John Horn involved. The 50 machine was up there. Corey Ensign involved. There's a 40 machine and he's dead. 16 machine is some damage. 18 Stephen Gale got some damage. 8 machine was the first car turned around. Trenton Sneed. So JR Hager, he came out clean. Along with the 81 machine. And a lot of guys can say that Matthew Rivera came out pretty clean. Got a little bit of dent in the left rear. At 7, pretty much good. But when we look back at the LCD replays, the first big one ensues here at Daytona, and all started out at the very front, which never goes well. And I was just talking about how these guys are gonna be really aggressive, trying to get as most of the laps led, and that's all from my starter right there. So you see here, 8 machines up to the outside of 14, really far up the racetrack. Not quite sure why he was up that far. Got into the left rear of the 8 to Trenton Sneed, turned him down the track. And when you turn sides in front of the field at Daytona, never going to work out. 15 machine, nowhere to go because I do him because rear ended by the 40 machine. And then you see John Horn, they overcorrected just a bit after going down the apron, went up the track, got into the 09 machine, and also Stephen Gale. Then you see everybody else pounding him. Matthew Berry actually got into it just a little bit. And Russell Caney, big hits here. We'll go back take a look at it from a different angle here. We're going to go from the eyes in the sky up here for this one, as let's see exactly what happened here. Different angle, you see visual contact right there, then just nowhere for these guys to go. Look at the 16 machine, they'll make it through actually, didn't unscathed. The 14 machine hard at the outside wall, actually overcorrected for a second time, and that was not good for him at all, as you see just the carnage, guys trying to get back going and whatnot. But the 16 machine rushing right on board with that 16 machine of, it looks like Anthony Boston actually managed to make it through the wreck unscathed, which is pretty incredible, as you saw that massive wreck in front of him. So here we go, right on board, and he just backs out of the gas, goes up top, manages to miss all that. So he got maybe a little bit of nose damage and went all the way up from way in the back of the pack up to second, so pretty crazy right there. I'm just gonna look at the roll bar camera of that, and we're gonna go to a bit of slow motion here. Just gets out of the gas, goes up the track. Maybe got in the back of 15 just a bit there, but managed to make it past everybody and made it work. So pretty incredible right there. Took it from a different angle here. To Stephen Gale on the outside lane, and contact is made, goes up the track, it's turned in the left rear, hits the wall, slides down the track, and managed to slide to the grass, keep the car straight, but ends up quite a bit of damage to that 18 machine. And so we're now going to go on board with the 14 machine of John Horn, as that was where the digital contact was actually made. So he just got in the left rear, the 8 all enough to turn him around, goes up the track into the 18 and 09, down the track again onto the apron. Just gets sideways over cracks and heads down the wall head on, spins around. Now we're going to go on board with the 80 machine of Russell Caney, as he was behind the 16 machine actually of Anthony Poston. You see the record in front of him, and gets into the back of 16 machine, down the track, into 15, hooks in up the track. There's 52 machine, that's the very actually did get quite a bit of damage involved in that, all on the right side. Pretty crazy wreck. So now we're going to go onto the gyro cam here of the 15 machine of Corey Ensign, as we had that camera for him. That Flexio camera goes this way into turn 3 here, and just all of a sudden Carnage strikes and nowhere to go. Right into the 8 machine, gets turned around sideways himself, then he's going to turn up the track into the outside wall, back down the track, and so Jerry Hager just slide through that pretty much. Managed to make it pretty much unscathed, so good job by him. Pretty crazy wreck, because back alive here. Jerry Hager currently up front, actually leading here. Get some laps led to try to top the rest of the field in that category. I should look at that quickly here. So he's 2 laps led, Jerry Hager does. Jerry Funk has 0. Jordan Garcia has 3. John Horn has led most of the laps, I believe, so far. He's led 8. Chief Price has not led any. Ralph Schultz has led 2. Anthony Poston has not led any. Stephen Gale. Corey Ensign has led 4. Russell Caney 0. Matt Severa 0. Greg McClendon, he's led 0. Joseph Piscarta, he's led 0. So actually, John Horn has led the most of the laps here so far with 8, beating out Corey Ensign's number 4, or amount of 4 here. So that's his goal, trying to lead the most of the laps. So with Jerry Hager now trying to get his way onto that list of most laps led, try to get the $5 extra. Is gonna continue to pace here. Pace lights are off, and he will choose the outside lane to restart here. So he's now led 3 laps. Going to try to make it 4 at the stripe and tie for the second most amount of laps led, but he's got to lead 5 more to beat John Horn for the most amount of laps led. So that's his goal. And be on the last lap here before the back green flag. So if Jerry Hager loses the stripe, he'll have led 4 laps. which would tie him and Corey Ensign for second most final laps led, but he's got to lead 4 more to try to tie John Horn at that 14 machine. He's actually still right there in, it looks like, 5th position, so he can still try to get there and lead some laps. Very interesting here, but Jeremy Funk on the inside, Jerry Hager on the outside, going to try to drag race the finish line. It'll be interesting to see who can actually pick it up and get it here. And the pace car is going to go in here on a pit road. We're going to wait for Jerry Hager to get the field back going. Green flag is out. We're back underway here from Daytona. Restart by both Jeremy Funk and Jerry Hager. Jerry Hager lead as the stripe. 4th lap led for him tonight. And now going to try to get that run on the outside. Getting pushed by the 50 machine of George Garcia. And they got Jeffrey Price right there, the money man himself, not far behind them, trying to help them out. Get that run on the outside lane as Jerry Hager currently has the advantage for now. Gonna get a good run here right at turn 2. As outside lane usually does get a good run off the corner, so that's the lane you want to be in for the run off the corner, and usually down the straightaway as well. But in the corner, the inside lane is usually faster, so it's actually pretty even, most lanes usually. Pretty fun to watch, but now inside lane Jeremy Funk gets a good head of steam right there. Getting pushed with 8 machine of Trenton Steed. Got caught up in that wreck along with many others, so it looks like now Jeremy Funk will actually lead this time by at the stripe. Pick up his first lap lead of the night here. Jerry Hager works that side Jeff right down in that corner panel and pulls alongside of them. He's gonna work their way into turn 1 here, neck to neck. And looks like now Jeremy Funk gets a good run on the inside. You got to clear the outside lane now. Will he jump up and block? Will he stay down low? Looks like he'll stay down low and tucked up in front of 8 machine there of Trenton Steed. As some guy. Jeffrey Price in the wall. Jeffrey Price into the outside wall. And I think these guys really are struggling to handle it. As you see, Miguel just scraped the wall there at turn 2, or turn 4, excuse me. These guys are really struggling for grip out here. You think this would be like a Lanza, but it seems like these guys are really, really loose and don't have much grip. As you've seen, a couple of guys already spin themselves out. So Stephen Gale got an apron, almost turned himself sideways. He managed to save it. 9 machine hit the inside wall while 3rd. And that brought the first caution. Then we saw Jerry Hager do the same thing on the back straightaway pretty much. Just got loose and spun it all by himself. And then, of course, this guy's in the wall already, so pretty chaotic. But Jeremy Funk up in front of it all for right now, and to try to get as many laps led as he possibly can. Led 2 so far. If he leads this time by, we'll be at 3. So, I thought Jerry Hager actually makes a crossover move on John Horn. As now, looks like Trenton Steed will go to the outside lane in front of John Horn. They're going to work together. Come across the stripe. Jeremy Funk will lead that time by and pick up his 3rd lap lead, but we saw Jerry Hager actually was in front, or behind John Horn. John Horn went up in front of him. Jerry Hager went down low as he had the gap and got underneath him as the Trenton Steed moved up the track as well. So these guys, again, racing very aggressively trying to get the most amount of laps led here. As you're going to see Jerry Hager try to push Jeremy Funk out in front and try to get cleared out of the lane to make a move for himself. But fortunately for right now, he cannot do that. For him, at least, as Jeremy Funk will lead his 4th lap here, which makes it a 3-way tie for 2nd most laps led here between him, Jerry Hager, and Corey Ensing. So they've all led 4 laps now. So across the finish line, he'll lead 4 laps. He's also marking a quarter of the way through the race here now. 25 laps in the books, so now very, very aggressive on the inside lane. The outside lane's now kind of gotten a little bit deformed. We're interested to see Jerry Hager does get clear. John Horn going to try to get clear also. He will move up to the top lane to try to gain positions here, lead some laps. And down the outside lane, Rolly's going to fall back here. Will John Horn make a move and get around Jerry Hager? He's thinking about it. He goes up. Jerry Hager follows him up there. Almost some contact. Oh, John Horn's in the wall, and they're wrecking again. Oh, big hits.
Caution.
Huge wreck. John Horn, 16 machine. There's 09 machine. 80 Russell Caney. Trenton Steed involved. 40 of McClendon. And it's the 50 machine of George Garcia. 15 of Corey Ensign involved in another one. And that actually looked like to me it was 2 separate wrecks at the same time. Pretty crazy. We're going to take a look back at the LCD replay. Jerry Hager actually led that time by the stripe, but Jeremy Funk is the race leader. So that actually looked like, to be honest with me, 2 separate wrecks at the same time, which is pretty crazy. I'm not sure if it was caused because of the fact they were trying to miss the wreck or what, but it was back what happened. So you saw them move down back straight away. John Horn trying to pass Jerry Hager. Jerry Hager went up the block and tried to get the run with him. And then actually came down the track and in front of the 50 machine into the 8 machine. But then at the same time, the 15 machine tried going down the track. It looks like they're trying to miss the wreck. The 09 went up the track. They made contact, and he got turned around. So the 8 machine goes down the track. 09 goes up the track, and just 2 separate wrecks at the same time causes complete chaos here in the back of the field, and cars wrecking everywhere. Just past the quarter way through the race. Take a look at it here from a different angle, exactly what happened here. So you see, we're actually going to go all the way back to the back straightaway here with a move that the leaders made. As you see right here, John Horn and Jerry Hager both clear the outside lane. John Horn goes to make a move to the outside. At the same time, Jerry Hager goes up with him. John Horn then proceeds to try to pretty much just, I guess, try to get a run on outside of him and just hit the outside wall, gets sideways, comes down the track into the 8 machine, into the 50 machine. While at the same time, they make contact behind him between 09 and 15. Turns the 15 sideways. Then all of a sudden, you have the 8 get turned sideways. The 15 and 14 go in the wall. 09 gets hit. 80 machine gets hit. 40 gets right hooked. And just complete carnage. Again, 81 machine did a great job to miss that wreck. Almost got hit by John Horn there. So, pretty chaotic. We're actually going to go onto the onboard camera now with a 14 of John Horn. See exactly what happened here. You see just a lot of movement, went up the track, didn't realize the wall was right there. I don't think you could actually see around Jerry Hager right there when just kind of hit the wall, misjudged it, and down into traffic gets hit, and you see the A1 machine almost gets involved in it also, but very chaotic. So I'm going to ride on board with the 02 machine of Jerry Hager as that'll happen behind him. He just got in the wall, then carnage. Ooh, hard hit by the 16 of Anthony. And just everybody wrecked pretty much behind him. Looks like Matthew Ray made it through without too much severe damage, but still pretty bad. As we're going to go on board now with the 50 machine of, or excuse me, the 09 machine of Ralph Schulze. See exactly what happened with him in the 15 machine is that that kind of caused a separate wreck that kind of got involved in the first wreck. So there's a lot of aggressive driving, as you see right here. It just goes, it's the 15 machine, and then he actually goes on the apron, hits the outside wall, the right rear, gets hit with the 80 machine, hits the 16, and then goes for a spin into the grass and on the apron. So pretty chaotic race so far here tonight. We have another big wreck here. Back up front, Matt there, very active, hit the lead for the first time here tonight. So he's leading here now, up front in front of the field. So this is actually his first lap led. Jerry Hager, he's now led 5 laps. Jerry Funk has also led 5 laps. George Garcia has led 3. Also Caney 0, Stephen Gale 0, Anthony Poston 0, Trenton Steed 0, Jeffrey Price 0. And John Horn still has the most amount of laps with 8. Joseph has led 0. Ralph has led 2. Corey Anson has led 4. And then 0 for Greg McClendon. So, I think very now trying to get some laps led for him. Put his name down as one of the front runners up here. Try to see if I can get a word in here with one of the drivers, if possible. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to, but that's alright. I think we're still up front here trying to get most laps led. That is, in fact, obviously his goal. So you see Corey Anson getting the free pass, looks like. As maybe he went a lap down, try to get damage fixed and whatnot. So, interesting there. As I see the pace car lights are out, we're going to go back green flag racing here. Matthew BHR Hager leading to the green flag as the pace is now to turn 3 and 4. Gonna get 70 laps to go to come across the finish line this time by. And of course, if you didn't notice, this race is 100 laps, so technically it's actually 250 miles here. And it was 35 laps more scheduled than the previous race, the Bud Shootout, or the one-headed shootout. So his car is in at the red blue field to the green flag. He's on the gas. We're back green flag here from Daytona. CJ Hager trying to work the side drive, get the lap led, couldn't quite get there. As another side by side, JR Hager actually falls in line in front of Jeremy Funk and behind Matthew Averia. There's actually all single file up front here. It looks like Stephen Gale kind of left out to drive by himself in the top lane. I'm sure these guys are basically very aggressively trying to get those most of the laps led. That's pretty much a guarantee of their #1 goal at the moment, as they're still pretty much long laps trying to count down to the end of the race. But with $5 on the line, these guys are racing very hard to try to get that $5 and wasn't on laps led. So, and it's also a bonus point as well. So, guys, Matthew Oliver getting pushed by JR Hager. So Matthew Oliver going to put up another lap led here. He's led 4 of them so far. Comes across the stripe. So only needs to lead about 5 more to get the most of the laps led, and so far it seems to be pretty tough for some of these guys to be able to do that. But getting pushed by, I believe, his teammate Jerry Hager. I know they're definitely friends, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to work together here and get at least one of them the $5, if they're not battling each other out for it. Matthew Varelli has led 4 laps so far. Jerry Hager's led 5, along with third place Jeremy Flunk. He's also led 5, so nobody's passed John Horn's 8 yet, but as so contact there back for third, as the machine has more connection issues. But locked up front, JR Hager is still pushing him out there area. Looked outside just to get some clean air. So now 5 laps led will be next to the name of Matthew Vera. It's going across the finish line. And now some movement throughout the field. You see 97 machine Jeffrey Funk trying to go somewhere. Now he's stuck in the middle, 3 wide and sideways. Manages to save it as they're got it sideways and into the door of the O2 machine of JR Hager. Here comes the 81 now on the top lane. That's Joseph Piscote. He's actually not letting laps out. Oh, that very goes around. Matthew Averia spins it down the back straightaway in the grass. No caution as of yet. He's out of harm's way, so I believe we'll keep racing here. He's now the 40 machine still leading here. I'm not sure what exactly that was from. We're going to take a look back at the LCD replays as to what exactly happened there. It was on the bumper of JR Hager, I believe. Maybe just a classic bumper hook here. I'm going to look from the onboard camera now of the O2 machine. See if that's exactly what it was. Looks like he went up the track and just got right rear of Matthew Berg. Actually got inside of Jeremy Funk and just turned the O2 machine around as he tried to turn it back to the left to keep from wrecking. It's actually now JR Hager slowing back straight away. But looks like he'll fall back to the line on the field. He's all good. 09 machine almost making contact with the 50 of George Garcia. He's having a connection issues again. So actually, Greg McClendon actually led that lap. First lap led of the night, and just the curse of 5 laps led continues. Matthew Veria Got to 5 laps late before getting turned. Says, oh, you see, 09 machine through the grass once again. Will he save it? No! Back into traffic. Oh! Hard hit. Jared Hager also spins in front of Trenton C. There's the caution flag, and Jared Hager nowhere to go right there as he shot back up the racetrack and into traffic.
Make sure we're minding our P's.
Hard hit. Look back at what happened there as 09 machine. It's the second time he's spun in that area. Going to the tri-oval. Let's look back at what happened here exactly. Looks like he just got loose by himself once again. The exact same thing we've seen now for the third or fourth time actually. Just clipped the apron, spun through the grass, and this time he didn't hit the inside wall, but he kind of got a little bit too loose, overcorrected, went a shot back of the track right into Jared Hager. All for wheels off the ground. Then Jared Hager tried missing him and spinning himself out after the fact, and Trenton C barely got through that. So pretty chaotic here to bring out the 5th caution flag of the night. We're going to go on board here now with Jared Hager. As you saw that all happen right in front of me, he really had nowhere to go. There's the 09 machine. He's kind of expecting him to stay in the grass. All of a sudden, he shoots back up the track. He swerves to the left, gets into him just a bit, and then ends up spinning around and trying to miss him. There was contact between him and Trenton C, however, and that's going to be necessary for another fast repair right there. Wow. So now we're going to go onto the onboard camera here with Trenton C to see what exactly he saw. Sees the machine lifts, manages to miss it, and all of a sudden Jared Hager spins also, and just got into him a little bit in the left front. Nothing too severe, but a bit crazy. So and then I'm gonna look from the chopper camera here on the 09 machine and see how hard that hit was. You see, good sideways, overcorrects just a bit, shoots back up the track right in front of traffic. Jared Hager got into him just before he hit the outside wall, hits the wall, just spins around violently. All four wheels come off the ground. It looks like he'll actually tow back to the pits for the second time here tonight. He's had to tow back to the pits, so getting loose in the same exact area actually. Pretty crazy. But up front now, Russell Caney actually will take the race lead. First lap led for him. As Rick McLendon has led 1. John Horn still has led most of the laps actually with 8. Rick Garcia has led 3. Anthony Pasa has led 0. Corey Ensign still has led 4. Ralph Schultz, some record there again. It's actually 5 laps down. He's led 2 laps. Jared Hager has led 5 laps. Trenton Seed has led 0. Matthew Berry has led 5. Joseph Pisco has led 2. Jeff Price has led 0. And Jeremy Funk's also led 5. And then Stephen Gall's not led any yet so far. But we're going to go back under commercial break to come back here for about halfway. So make sure you come back and watch the last half of the event. But we'll go ahead right back.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
I'm Mike live here to the BHR JenMar Mangement Incorporated Series here. Live here at race number 2 at Daytona, racing for a Biscuit 500 is the name for this event. $5 up for grass, most but a lap sled, $10 for the win. Russell Caney currently out front. He's led 3 laps so far. Pace car is in, better to go back. Green flag racing here. Russell Caney leading back to the green flag as compared to the finish line. He'll lead the 4th lap of the night. What will the 40 machine of Greg McClendon do? Will he drop down low and behind him or stay up top? Okay, he's actually going to stay up top. So they go up through the gears up into 4th gear about right now. We're down the back straightaway now. Trying to work that side draft. The 50 machine, or excuse me, 40 machine about Greg McClendon. As you see the machine in front of Monte Rivera here on the 50 machine. Actually, to back out just a bit though. Look at these guys really struggling for grip and whatnot here. There's now 16 of Anthony Ponson going to try to help out the contact. Trying to help out the 40 car there. It's 50. George Garcia had some connection issues there, actually lined up into the 40 machine, and amazing that wasn't a wreck, maybe because of the fact there's been a connection issues there and whatnot. But they're still managed to stay clean green here for now. Direction to look at your track weather here today. Daytona air temperature 65 degrees, wind direction north at 1 mile an hour. 0% humidity, 0% fog, and a clear sky condition. It's also bright and sunny here in the afternoon. Track infill here at Daytona, 2.48 miles, 4 corners obviously. Track elevation 36.52 feet, 94 degree track temperature located at Daytona Beach, Florida. So, pretty exciting here so far. We've had 5 cautions actually. Look at that, might as well also. 5 cautions, 18 caution laps, 14 lead changes, fast lap race 46.633. But these guys racing for money, racing very aggressively. Is now He's actually broken the 5-lap curse, I guess you could call it. He's now led 6 laps, trying to get most of the lap sled. He's going to lead a couple more just to beat John Horn at number 14 car for most of the lap sled to try to earn that $5. As see J.R. Hager, Matthew Berry, Stephen Gill, all that was trying to gain some spots, trying to gain spots to get back up the front. Oh, contact right there for 3rd between the 52 and the 40 machine. 52 got up into the 40, and they made contact there. Russell Caney still leading here. He's now led 7 laps. Compared to the finish line. Here comes Stephen Gill to the outside lane. and trying to make a run here on the outside of Matthew Averia. And I see Andy Poston up there, Anthony Poston down there behind Matthew Averia, trying to push that whole inside lane pretty much. Jerry Hager up there to help Steven. But George Garcia is still pushing the back of Russell Caney. As I see the 40 machine, Greg McClendon. He'll go up there behind Jerry Hager, help the outside lane out. He's got a big guy to see him here. Might even lead this lap, but Stephen Gale, actually, yes, he will. He will lead this time by. First lap led of the night for him. Stephen Gale going to get that lap led as it was just short for Russell Caney. Oh, he gets turned into the outside wall. And he manages to actually hang onto it and save it. Amazing. The 09 machine of Ralph Schultz is also right behind him. And somehow they didn't wreck. It's nice to see the 50 machine actually dropping down and out of the way. It's now Jerry Hager turn the 18 machine, but he'll actually hold it right. So we're going to take a look back at the LCV replay here. In just a moment, Jerry Hager is going to clear against the lane, drop down in front of Russell Caney. He did 5 laps. Going to try to get a 6 lap lead here, but we'll look back at what happened there between 02 machine of Jerry Hager and the 18 machine of Stephen Gale, as they made a move on the outside together, and one got turned to the wall, the other one got the response. So just gonna see right here, good run and just it's hooked in the right rear. Oh man, hits the wall pretty hard and he kept it up out of harm's way. So good job by Stephen Gale and everybody else to miss him. It's amazing that wasn't a huge wreck. It's actually problems now for the 40 machine of Greg McClendon. Let's look back at what happened to him here. LT replay once again here. Oh, actually some contact. Okay. Well, it looks like he... Oh, just got sideways, maybe got hooked and got into Jerry Hager. Jerry Hager actually going to spin it into the inside wall. If I can get that camera shot. There it is. Not sure if he hit the inside wall or not. Yes, he did. Pretty hard, actually. Hit the Calabush wall. Oof. Off the ground. No caution as they're out of their harm's way. Kind of surprising they actually had a caution earlier for a single car incident. Spun through the grass and just had a 2-car incident. No caution. Of course, these guys are trying to stay green as long as possible here. And maybe league officials, once again, he is the league owner, so he maybe didn't notice the fact that, you know, cars are hitting into the wall and whatnot. As he's going up front, actually leading the race. So John Horn, though, who currently holds the most amount of laps led, he's trying to get ahead now of Russell Caney, get some more laps led. He's led 9 so far now. As that's very actually on the apron, getting very sideways. That's gonna hurt Russell Caney on the inside lane. And now it looks like Jeff Brace would go down the apron. So John Horn leading all lap here. Do double digits as he's getting pushed out by Corey Ensign. Corey Ensign gonna try to push him ahead, but Russell Caney gonna get chopped right there by John Horn. Very close is now. Russell Caney trying to go underneath John Horn on the yellow line. Can't go get underneath him, however. So now, John Horn has led 10 laps. Russell Caney has led only 7. So he's going to have to try to lead about 4 more. Now it's underneath John Horn, or at least trying to. Second nose underneath there. Corey Ensign on the outside. He's led 4 laps so far. But can't quite get the run. Getting pushed there by Joseph in the 81 machine. So now Russell Caney has no option except for push John Horn to the front here. He's going to lead another lap now. Going to get up to 11 laps led. He comes by the stripe there. On board now, second place, Russell Caney here. Pushing the 14 machine. We're trying to find a way to get around him, however. Try to pick up that 5 extra bonus dollars. Mountain Dew SA for 80 Chevrolet Impala is now going to clear up the outside lane. Does he jump up there and try to set up a run on 14 machine of John Horn? He's now led 11 laps. Going to lead 12 this time by if he gets it done. Looks like he indeed will. So he's leading 12 laps here so far. As we're only 2 laps, we'll be halfway here. These guys pushing halfway, going to be a little even more aggressive as they continue to race out here. John Horn, but the connection is just there out front, but still not enough to stop him from picking up some more laps led. Trying to pick up the most amount of laps led. There's Jared Hager, a damaged O2 machine as he got involved in that crash there. He's going to sit next to the wall out of harm's way. He's going to go lap down, however, going to need it. Caution is actually rubber against the wall now. There's John Horn on the inside lane, just looking to push by Russell Caney. Go this time by will actually lead 13 laps, so he's going to just try to create a buffer here between him and Russell Caney for most of the laps led. And I was kind of surprised Russell Caney is not trying to get a run on him and passing him here. As now he's going to look to the outside though, pull back in line behind him. As I guess he didn't like what was happening on the outside lane. Now they're going to get a run though. To the outside goes Russell Caney. Going to try to get a good run here, getting pushed by Corey Ense, but unfortunately it looks like it was just too big of a gap there. Nice 09 machine. He's currently 5 laps down, so not in racing for position as he's back at 14th, 5 laps down. But still helping out that inside lane with John Horn and Jeremy Funk there. Jeremy Funk, he's also led 5 laps here tonight, so he's also led quite a few laps. He's going to try to get some more laps led, get the most amount of laps led. It's coming across the finish line this time by halfway. Oh, that machine wrecks! Caution flag is out. There was a 15. Corey Insane involved. Looks like there's only a couple of cars involved in that, but Ralph Schultz, 5 laps down, racing nobody pretty much, and just gets loose for the 3rd time here tonight. And sets off the 6th caution flag of the night, and that definitely helped drivers like Jared Hager and those guys who needed a caution there. But very odd there to see another car incident here. And of course that caused other people to get involved. And see, he just kind of loose out of the whole corner, got down the apron, drove up the track, and then just lost control at the outside wall just before we got halfway. Actually flipped up in the air. And so, go back onto the onboard camera here with the 09 machine. Take him on a ride. It's a big ride here as he just got down on the yellow line, got back up the track, and just got out from underneath him and went up the track, get hit on the outside wall, gets hit by the 15 machine, flips, and it's back on all 4s. It's amazing he didn't get hit again. And so he's going to go back to pit road again here. Going to go 6 laps down now at the moment. We'll have the chopper camera here. I want to see if actually anybody else is involved. I'm not 100% sure if anybody else was here. So, hey, see him just gets loose out of the corner, goes down below the yellow line, goes right back up the track, and gets sideways, goes up the track, and just before it hit the outside wall, gets tagged with a 15 machine, head onto the outside wall. He goes. 15, oh, actually got into Matthew Vera. Looks like Matthew Vera went through the grass, drifted it, managed to save it. And he's going to try to stay off pit road, managed to miss pit road there, too. So, there's the pace car. And now they're all going to head to pit road, it looks like, actually, so. Who will come off pit road first? Looks like, actually, way up front, John Horn actually stayed out. Jared Hager going to get his free pass. With Russell Caney going to be the first one off pit road. There's the 16 machine, Anthony Pawson. 15, Corey Insane. Trenton Sneed, Matthew Averia, Jeffrey Price, George Garcia, and then there's Jeremy Funk as well. And so 09 machine getting service done to his car. He's going to return back to the track here, 6 laps down. And it looks like also some other drivers on pit road there. You see exactly who pulled off pit road here. Next, there's the 81 machine, Joseph. But as these guys continue to get service done to their cars, John Horn is back up front and leading here. What's been a lap's led? It's his goal. He's led 15 of them so far. He led 16 when he comes across that finish line this time by, but makes you wonder will he pit actually, because he is the only guy to stay out at this point. And so Jared Hager, who should get his lap back here, or actually looks like he may be pitting instead. So Jared Hager will come up pit road, fix that very poor race car. But John Horn leading all the time by the stripe this time by 16 laps led, but we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll go ahead, right back.
Just like a movie, just like a storybook. We are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Like you've never seen. Like you've never seen. Looking for a hero. Just like in a dream. Just like in a dream.
We're live here to the BHR JenMar Mangement Series here. LCTV. Also, want to thank one of our sponsors here tonight, Outlaw Gamer. Check them on YouTube and also Facebook. Love Overtop Designs. Official partner of LCTV is back. About to go green flag racing once again. We've had 6 caution flags so far here tonight. 17 different lead changes, however, and John Horn has been the man to lead the most so far, trying to get the bonus point along with $5 extra richer here tonight. So when we cross the stripe, it will be 18 laps led, which is actually about 11 more than what the guy that's outside has led, Russell Caney, in the number 80 machine. However, he pitted. John Horn did not interested to see how it works out with fuel mileage and all that other fun stuff. The green flag's back out here. We're backing away from Daytona, and good jump by John Horn along with Russell Caney. However, it looks like Caney actually had to let off the gas to keep from jumping with the restart now. Worked the way into turn 1. Get up through the gears into 4th gear they go, and John Horn actually now has clear of the outside lane, getting a push there by the 16 of Anthony Possum. The 8 car actually tried to see, you'll drop back to the back. The 09 car in the wall a little bit there in turns 3 and 4. At the stripe, it will be Russell Caney or John Horn side by side. So they got the stripe. Oh, the race is so hard. Russell Caney will get that time by. He'll lead the lap, and that's how much 1 bonus point and $5 means to these guys. Racing that aggressively here. As more contact. 09 machine in the wall again. This time, no, he does not actually get involved severely. So the 81 machine got involved a little bit, but he's going to pull down the track and onto the apron. And I believe maybe park it here for the night and go tow it back to the pit road. Of Scholze. Back up front, John Horn has now led 18 laps. Russell Caney has led 8, so you're going to try to lead 10 more to try to the most laps led, but it's going to be hard for him to do so. It looks like right now he's a little bit slower. Going to get driven off the corner though. Corey Ent's going to try to push him, but can't quite get there. John Horn leads this time by the stripe. 19 laps led for him. The Stephen Gale now loses it into the inside wall. Caution flag is out. Actually, no, he didn't hit anything. Oh my gosh, did not hit anything. Well, we're gonna judge that again to see. Oh wow. Well, this is now the 4th incident we've now seen in the trial. Somebody just clipped the apron getting sideways. As he spun down the track, locked it up, barely missed that wall. And then was headed for a couple other walls. Barely misses this wall and manages to lock it down and keep it to a stop. And I'm sure he had a huge sigh of relief after that. But my gosh, this machine is actually now put that Chevrolet behind the wall in the garage. But look at this. Never stop driving it. That's all you gotta do. And man, that was close. So just went for a lazy slide here, and not really lazy, probably very nerve-wracking, honestly, but wow. Chopper camera for this one. That caution flag was thrown by Lee Gadmans. Actually, no, it was not. It was already thrown, but man, oh man. Look how close this was. Almost hits that wall, then headed for another wall, and just slid past it. Very close, but great job to him to lock it down. Managed not to hit anything or get any damages on the 18 machine. But it does put us out under the 7th caution flag of the night. But John Horn is still up front, leading these laps. He's actually liking his cautions because he's currently out front. So 20 laps so far here tonight. Second most amount of laps led goes to Russell Caney. He's led 8. So 12 lap difference there. Pretty big. I'm gonna see if he's gonna pit or not. Looks like he actually will come on pit road, so he's actually gonna sacrifice the lead to come on pit road. And while many other guys, there was a 40 machine on pit road, 97 Jeremy Funk. So Greg McClendon will come on pit road. Jeremy Funk will come on pit road. Joseph Piscota, Trenton Snee, Jeffrey Price come on pit road, and actually Stephen Gallo actually will stay out, even though he just spun and drove missed the inside wall, or 3 of them inside walls, but. Under the 7th caution flag of the night. Here to go back on a quick commercial break. Don't go right back.
When I was 16 years old, I was working in a Goodyear tire store, and my boss actually built an old dirt car, street stock Monte Carlo. Went with him one night, fell in love with it. It was a hell of a race, hell of a party, and a big fight afterwards. I was like, this is it. This is it for me. It wasn't long after that, I was driving an old 78 Camaro out of the weeds at that guy's farm. We pulled that thing out and made a race car out of it, and away we went. You know, I think a driver has more to do with the equation going back and racing dirt, whether it's a modified, a late model. You can do more with the race car. You know, the harder you drive it, a lot of times, the better it goes. You can crawl up on that wheel and feel like you made the difference at the end of the night. Asphalt car, you can't overdrive them. Well, that was the first thing that I had to learn right off the bat is, oh my gosh, I've got to discipline myself, not overdrive this thing, and that's how you get the most out of it. Truth be told, communicating the right information to your crew and your crew chief so they can do their job and make their appropriate adjustments for you to go faster and do your job is probably 90% of the game in our world. I've always loved late models. You know, my dream was to be a late model driver driving for a living across the country like Daryl and Don do that drive for me. I mean, that was, truth be told, that was my dream, you know. I always wanted a semi. I always wanted a stacker trailer with 2 hot rods in it, and let's go racing. Let's take off with your buddies and go race and chase that dream. Never in a million years did I think it would turn into a Cup Series, and I actually have an opportunity to own 2 dirt late model teams. When you think of iRacing, you don't think of a video game. It's not. It's way above and beyond any of that. You know, dirt racing changes so much. The track changes so much. Being able to capture that, to experience all those details that surround dirt racing and make dirt racing what it is what makes iRacing so cool, because they did nail all of that. I knew when they came to our shop and scanned cars and went to the detail of getting that car right, I knew that it was going to be over the top, because it blew my mind just the work that went into making sure the car itself was legit. This sport has been around a long time. The competition can't be replaced, and that's what brings people back to the racetrack week in and week out.
Like live here to Daytona. Green flag is back out. We're back on the way here at Daytona with just 40 laps to go here. Restart, Russell Caney, good restart over Anthony Poston as this was last week's race. We'd have 5-lap shootout, but that's the way it is tonight. We still have an extra 35 laps here, so wait quite a bit longer. Right down the back straightaway here. Caney still holding the spot over Anthony Post, but he's still getting challenged up there. going to try to side draft here, but that's the lane not quite as organized as the inside lane is. Corey Inslee behind Russell Caney there, and also pushed by Matthew Rivera. There's a bit of a gap there, about a car gap between Russell Caney and that 15 machine. This is actually going to help the outside lane get a huge head of steam off this corner. That should have let Anthony DePasta lead this time by at the stripe. It looks like he indeed will. So Anthony DePasta picks up his first lap led up the night here. And looks like he's actually going to drop down to the bottom here. And now here comes George Garcia. He's led 3 laps so far. He's going to get a run on the outside, getting pushed by Greg McClendon. He's got a bit of connection issues now. That's going to actually cost him a bit of time right there to the corner. Kind of not sure where they go once again here. So far, so big gap there between the 18 and 15 machine, but this time you get the 16 in front of the 80 of Russell Caney. This is going to help Russell Caney out here. As actually, he's not clear. Interesting to see if he's going to go up top or not. Looks like he will not, actually. He'll stay down the bottom behind that 15 or 16 machine. I'm boarding out Russell Caney. Got a bit of a Chevy Camaro Impala kind of look there in the back. It's pretty interesting. Could you see so myself? I'm just gonna guess he didn't have a paint scheme, so he put a Camaro paint scheme on the Impala, and it turned out pretty interesting, but it works. So actually gonna look to the outside. Here goes Russell Caney to the outside. Oh, we're gonna put 3 wide. He was not clear of the 50 machine at the stripe. Big head of steam on the outside of the lane. And actually, George Garcia will lead the time by at the stripe. But having big connection issues now is going to cause... Oh, there's a 40 machine in the wall. And suddenly the 50 machine's lead goes to nothing. And that Jeremy Funk goes to the middle between them. He's going to get up now to the outside of Anthony Poston. They're side by side for second place as Anthony Poston now pushing Russell Caney out front here. Now Jerry Funk going to fall in line behind Anthony Poston in front of Jared Hager, but Jared Hager going to try to get underneath him. I think Poston trying to go to the outside, actually can't quite get a run. He doesn't have any help, and I'm actually kind of surprised he did that. I thought he was going to stay in line there behind the 16 machine, but decided to try to go for some positions. It looks like he might now get some help. Actually, Matthew Rivera went up there to help out the outside lane, so it's going to get him up to 3 cars out. Never mind. Shoves back down low, so outside lane going to now fall back here just a bit. That's how Jerry Hager gets clear. Will he go up, or will Anthony Poston go up? There was Anthony going to drop up to the top lane. Jerry Hager gladly goes underneath him to take that second spot away, as there's some good contact there. Now outside lane, Matthew Rivera going to go back up there to try to help that lane. Looks like also Joseph E1 machine also trying to get back up there, but now here comes Anthony Poston on the outside. Going to try to get a good head of steam here and get around Russell Caney to lead this lap. Jerry Hager though pushed in that 80 machine across that finish line. Ooh, Russell Caney got that one, I believe. Russell Caney will lead that lap, as we have 35 laps to go here now at Daytona. So this is how long the race was last week, but this week it's extended as an official race here. One of the longer races of the season, actually. Now you see Anthony Poston gets a good head of steam on the outside lane, getting pushed by Jeremy Funk, but he's not able to clear the inside lane, so he's going to have to now try to look that side draft to get a run off the corner to beat the 80 machine at the stripe, but it's going to be pretty hard to do as Russell Caney has a pretty good run right now, but Anthony Poston actually will lead the step by the stripe and try to get clear of the inside lane now, dropping down low. John Horn has a bit issues there back in the pack. As Anthony Poston now will clear the inside lane, he'll drop low in front of that 80 machine, and now Jeremy Funk left up top there to try to get the run and get ahead on the outside. Anthony Poston has not been a lead all day pretty much, but now fighting for this race lead pretty constantly here. Right now he wants Russell Caney to be kind of boxed in, as Russell Caney has no choice except for to push the 16 up ahead, but now actually he's going to clear the outside lane. Will he go back up and get it back around Anthony Poston? Yes, he will. He's going to do it before the start finish line. Is Anthony Block. As they come across the finish line this time by, it looks like Russell, good run, but does not quite get him at the stripe. So Anthony possibly lead that time by at the stripe, but actually Russell Kane now will get back clear, drop down in front of the 16 machine. That Jeremy Funk again is kind of the man to push the guys to the front with Anthony Pasta, and I go back up front. It'll be interesting to see. Or no, actually, looks like Jeremy Funk has a bit of issues. They're going to get a little bit sideways there and try to go down and side draft. Jerry Hager is going to try to get a run here on the 2 leaders. As Jerry Hager is going to get clear of Jeremy Funk. Going to try to get a run now on Anthony Poston. He's kind of flip-flop between both lanes. Not sure which one he wants to be in. He's actually going to stay on the inside lane, but Russell Kane will lead the time by at the stripe. As there goes Jerry Hager now to the outside in front of Jeremy Funk. Going to try to get that run on these 2 leaders up here. You're going to try to lead some more laps. And John Horn is legging all these guys racing very hard and basically costing each other laps led because he wants to lead the most on the laps because that $5 and 1 bonus point. As you see, a lot of contact. These guys got to be careful not to bump into each other. So 52 get hit there with a 40 as he was hitting the 50. 15 as there's more contact. 50 machine kind of neck goes through the 52 as now 14 John Horn hits the outside wall. Very sketchy in the back of the pack, but now Jerry Hager gets pushed around the outside of Anthony Poston. Gonna try to lead the stripe, can't quite do it though. It's Jerry Hager who's still on the outside lane. Anthony Poston will lead the time by at the stripe, and again he's not letting the laps here until now. He's getting up and leading some laps, so he's actually now led 5 laps. He's led 14, so he needs to try to lead 7 more to beat John Horn. But actually now here comes Russ Kane to the outside of Anthony Poston. Gonna try to get a good run. Get pushed here by Jerry Hager and Jeremy Funk. So he has the advantage going to turn 3, but can't quite get much further than that. At the stripe looks like it's going to be Anthony Poston. Lead that time by, lead that lap. Just barely over Russell Kane there as we have 30 laps to go here now at Daytona. The longest reflect run we have of the night. As, almost some contact. Jeffrey Price there getting a little bit squirrely in 3rd place, but managed to do a great job to hold on to it. And he's still trying to push that 16 machine up in front. There's a bit of movement. Jerry Hager now going to try to push Russell Kane in front. He has the advantage once again going to turn 3, but this time can he hold it coming out of turn 4 and entering the trial. Looks like Jeffrey Price got off the rear bumper of Anthony just a bit there. Doherty jumped for the lead now. And how much do these drivers want this $5? It's right here, just goes to show it. So at the stripe, Russell Kane will now lead this time by Jerry Hager, beneficiary of the assist of that lap led pretty much. Pretty much. The assist is that Russell Kane actually got clear of the inside lane. He'll drop down low in front of Anthony Poston. Now Anthony Poston get clear of Jerry Hager and jump up there with him, or he stay down low and behind Russell Kane. Looks like Jeffrey Price will try to make a move, but can't because he's boxed in by Jerry Hager there. He's getting pushed by Jeremy Funk. Does anybody make a move coming out of turn 4? Jeffrey Price out with it again. They're 3 wide. And they managed to save it. Very squirrely once again for Jeffrey Price, but he managed to save it. He's still trying to save it. Great save with Jeffrey Price, and not gonna kind of single file the field now. Everybody kind of shuffled around there. Here comes Jerry Hager, gonna push Anthony Poston to the outside of Russell Kane, who's now led 16 laps. So he's getting ever so closer to John Horn's record of 20 laps led so far in this one. Anthony Poston gonna get pushed ahead by Jerry Hager. Gonna drop back down low in front of Russell Kane. Guys, caution flag. Somewhere back in the pack. John Horn's gone around. Entering turn 1, the 14 machine. He's led the most on a lap so far, as we just mentioned. Goes, wow. Not sure exactly what happened here. Very weird. So you see, he gets sideways, just loses it, overcorrects, and hits the outside wall, and iRacing crash physics take over, and he gets stuck in the wall, launched up in the air, and then lands back down on all 4 wheels. Very weird. And I was saying earlier in the race, we saw a lot of guys spin out of the trial And oh, he got caught in the opening of the wall, and I'm not one to judge, but it didn't look like he really got loose there. So I don't know. Very interesting, but let's look here from the chopper camera now. And yeah, it's got to turn down the track and shot back up the track and head to the outside wall. Got launched up in the air. Very weird accident there. Nobody actually hit him, so he was able to stay clear and single car incident here. But up front, Anthony Poston leading here. Led 7 laps so far. As they were actually on their longest green flag run of the night. I believe, anyhow, as pretty sure we went back green flag on lap 61. So a good 12-lap run there for these guys. Anthony Poston looks like he's actually going to stay out. Jerry Hager will, however, pit along with Russell Caney, a bunch of other guys. Matthew Averia, pretty much everybody pitted except for Anthony Poston and the 97 machine, excuse me, of Jeremy Funk. They've actually both led 7 laps, or excuse me, their folks led 5. Anthony Poston's led 8. So. One more take this opportunity to go back under another quick commercial break. 8th caution flag of the night for 8 legions so far, but I'm gonna go back. Green flag will be about 23 laps to go, so still a lot of good racing left to go. But look, wait, right back.
Feels good to get in the car, and we have great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing, 3 wide action on a turn 2. Craig Kitzer, Casey Kane, and Kieran Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the car. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on, and you can't always see that when you watch a race. So I think it's pretty neat. It's enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
Back live here to the BHR JenMar Mangement Series, here live on LC TV. Under caution flag here for the 8th time tonight, but we're going to go back to green here with 24 laps to go. Anthony Poston leading back to the green flag here for the first time tonight. He's led 9 laps so far. Again, to remind you, $10 goes to the winner. Donation about a 45 machine, Jeffrey Price, and then $5 for most amount of laps led. So Anthony Poston is trying to get some more of his laps led. Green flag's back out here, back on the way. Now he's going to lead double-digit laps led here at the line, and a bump there with Russell Caney. to get up through the gears here, up the 4th gear now. We're way into turn 1, so 80 machine, all the rear bumper of Anthony Poster. Gonna try to push him ahead, get clear of Jeremy Funk and get to the outside lane to make a run on him, I believe. Would be my guess here. Or maybe, yep, there he goes. So there goes Russell Kane to the outside lane, but with how what's the pack is kind of all clustered up here. It's interesting to see is that, oh, almost some contact there. 81 kind of bad situation there as he's getting pushed and pushing 16 machine Anthony Poston, but now 81 locking bumpers there with a 16 machine. Going to try to push him up ahead here. Get this lap led for him. So now 11 laps led next to the name of Anthony Poston. As we have only 23 laps to go here. Most of the laps led is John Horn. He's led 20 of them. So he's trying to hold on to that title right now. And Russ Crane, he's led 16 laps. He's getting pretty close to that number. And Anthony Poston has now led 11. And all 11 recent laps, actually. He's not been up at the front very much. Had an amazing miss on one of the wrecks. Got up to second. I'm pretty sure it's the highest we've pretty much seen him, but he's been up front here bound with Russell Caney for a while there until that caution flag came out from the 14 machine. And now, Piscorta trying to push him up ahead. And now 12 laps led goes for Anthony Poston. But here comes 81 machine now to the outside lane. Gonna try to side draft him in front of Russell Kane to try to get that run and get around him here. As Jerry Hager trying to push the 16 Anthony Poston back out in front and hold on to the lead. As they can now officially make it up to the end of the race on the field. No worries in that part of the race, but of course, question is who will make it to the end of the race as Anthony Poston has a good head steam right here. Gets ahead here of the 81 machine. Gonna try to stay ahead of him here through turn 4, out of turn 4 into the short chute. And into and through the travel to try to get this lap led at the stripe. Looks like it will be 16 machine. Anthony Poston will lead another lap here. As they're side by side now. Anthony Poston's now led 13 laps. He's going to lead 8 more to try to beat the 14 of John Horn's number of laps led here. Is some contacts. Hager into the back of 16 machine. Now 3 wide for a second. Matthew Rivera. Gonna give you your guts and glory round right here. Down low, 3 wide. Is now Elskani's stuck on the outside. Where does 81 go? He had to go up top, and actually Jay Hager got shuffled 3 wide, but now actually has a huge run. 3 wide for the lead now as it comes to the travel. Who leads to the stripe? It's the 16 machine on the bottom as his contact. Still a 3x3x3. And as soon as somebody gets turned, it's going to be the death of everybody here. As they're side by side. Now Jared Hager actually getting pushed up ahead of Anthony Poston, or at least very close to it. So still 3 wide. Oh, Russell in the wall. Oh, he turns to 50. And the 15 machine caution flag is out. 16 is in front. With the 20 laps to go here. 50 machine. George Garcia around 15 of Corey Insane and Russell Caney all involved in that one, but let's give it a lead now to Anthony Poston. He's led 14 laps. He'll be 15 this time by, and I believe he'll be just a couple laps short of John Horn's record. It's pretty crazy because he's not led much of the race at all. He's not been even on the front, but I'm taking a look now back at the LCTV replay to see exactly what happened there to the 80 machine of Russell Caney as he was 3 wide pretty much, and just crazy. So this is 3 wide right here, and this is kind of go 3x3x3, all because of the fact that Matthew Rivera had a nose underneath Jared Hager, and it kind of just put the whole field 3 wide in a bad situation. You see they're right next to the outside wall up there. Russell Caney just runs out of room and misjudges it just a bit. Gets to the outside wall, and then tries to turn left to get off of the wall, but then gets sideways, turns down the track, right hooks the 50, right hooks the 15 machine. He goes for a spin himself, and besides that, didn't hit anything. The 50 machine went around, 15 back on the wall a couple times, and managed to slide it to a halt, but pretty crazy overall. A lot of great racing there. I knew it was eventually going to lead to a crash, being 3x3x3 like that, and it finally ended up happening, coming out of turn 2, lap 81. We're at the 9th caution flag of the night, but here it is on board. Yeah, just couldn't really see the wall, and you're behind somebody. We saw earlier with, I believe it was the 09 machine, I think, maybe. Just couldn't really see, just kind of got on the outside wall and set off a big wreck, so. As some guys are going to head to pit road, others are going to stay out here and get some laps led, and that's what the 16 machine is doing right now. Anthony Poston has now led 17, excuse me. Alright, Anthony Poston's now led 16 laps so far. So he's just 4 laps shy of John Horn, and we still have a couple caution laps to go here for him, so in good shape right now. Right up front, Anthony Poston, you have J.R. Hager, Matthew Rivera, Jeremy Funk, all in the top 4 there. You actually hear them clutching the coast trying to save fuel. Maybe they can't quite make it on fuel, actually. It's a strategy here, but of course he wants to stay up front, lead as many laps as possible here to get the 5 laps led, and of course also track position is also very key. Or not 5 laps led, but get the $5 for most of the laps led. And of course, he also wants to try to get the bonus point for most on a lap sled as well. So it's pretty much a 2-for-1. Get a bonus point towards your championship hopes, and $5 towards iRacing credits. So we'll continue to pace here under the caution flag. Go across that finish line. Pace car lights should still be on for one more lap here. Oh no, they're actually off. So, but green flag this time by. So it looks like it'll be 18 laps led for Anthony Poston. We go back green. Very interesting to see exactly if he can lead a couple more laps. So with John Horn back up at the front, lead some more laps. It's gonna be interesting to see. As we're gonna have 16 laps to go and go back green. And of course, Anthony Poston led 17 laps. We're going to try to lead his 18th here and then try to hold on to lead a couple more. But J.R. Hager, Matthew Rivera, this guy's going to try to disallow him from doing that. Interesting to see exactly how this all works out, how it all plays out. Throwing the 3 and 4 is easily to get the green flag here. And the uncertainty is real. One of the great things about NASCAR, you never know who can win it in the field. If everybody has a shot, makes it very exciting. So everybody come out of turn 4 here and get the green flag here. Go back green flag racing. Anthony Poston try to lead most of the laps led as his goal right now. Just a couple shy as the pace car gonna head in here and let these engines get back up to full speed once again. Green flag's back out. We're back on the way here from Daytona, and on the jump, Anthony Poston gets a good restart. He's gonna nip JR at the line, get his 18th lap down. They get up into 4th gear right about now. That's very great pushing to the 16 machine. If Anthony Poston actually gonna get himself clear here. Will he jump up top there in front of J.R. Hager? As it looks like it's gonna be kind of forced to now as 81 gets underneath him, or does not actually quite get there. So I think they're very gonna try to stay in line here behind Anthony Poston. So go into turn 3 now. Anthony Poston still has enough gap back to got the lanes, so not worried about it right now. So we stand by at the stripe once again here. Anthony Boston has led 19 laps. He's got to lead one more to tie John Horn, then lead one more after that to try to get ahead of John Horn most on the laps led. But there's the 14 machine trying to work his way through the field. He knows his most of the laps led is in danger in that $5, so the 40 machine go to the apron back there. Not quite sure what's up with that. Oh, the 45 machine, Jeffrey Price spins and they're 4 wide. This is not going to be good. 8 machine trying to see actually manages to make it work as Jeffrey Price went for a spin back in the field. Go back to the LC3 replay, exactly what happened here. A lot of chaos pretty much ensued as, oh, actually some contact. That's what the 40 machine went to the apron. So the 45 came down, door of the 40 machine didn't maybe know it was there. It hit the outside wall twice and then spun it down the track and managed to keep it out of the inside wall through the grass, but a lot of damage to that 45 machine. And then up front, there's a lot of chaos as well. But back live here as they're 3 wide now for that second position. Anthony Ponce led another lap. He's now led 20 laps. We try to get the most of the laps led now is he's definitely going to have to work for it though to try to get 21 laps led as Jeffrey Price has the pit road. 3 wide for the lead now. Jeremy Funk on the outside of Joseph, now 81 one-man Chevrolet. But now they managed to get back to single double file as Jared Hager on the apron drifts it. And we got put 3 wide. Does he save it? Yes, he does. They're 3 wide out behind him. There was the 15 machine. And the 14 of John Horn. Caution flags out here once again. As a 3-car incident there. Separate wrecks actually as Anthony Possum over leads that time by it. The stripe picks up 21 laps led as the guy trying to hold on to the most on the laps led just got involved in that crash. So first we're going to take a look back what happened to Jared Hager on the O2 machine as he was on the apron there for much of the time getting sideways and just trying to hold on to it. See right here, goes down the track, flips the apron, just gets sideways, tries to get off it without spinning. Nobody managed to do a great job to miss him until all of a sudden he actually managed to save it. And then all of a sudden the 15 machine, oh, barely missed pit road wall. I thought for sure he was going to hit that wall and it was going to be a hard hit, but I'm actually not going to go on board here with the 15 machine of Corey Ensign in the gyro cam. Look back what happened here. Just looks like 14 machine got turned into him, and he actually did clip it with the right front as he hard him in the gas stand, and then he just had to lock it down the last second and very close. I'm going to go on board now with the 14 machine to see exactly why he got turned around. And I think now I see it. Looks like you guys going through the middle as they're already 3 wide, almost 4 wide. You guys going through the middle, goes up, hits the 18 machine of Stephen Gale. Maybe Stephen Gale didn't know they're 3 wide either. And then goes down hard, contact the outside wall, spins around, gets hit by the 40 of McClendon too, just before he goes into the grass and gets out of harm's way. So big wreck there. It's actually now looks like his engine has died. He's going to push back to pit lane with a 15. Great sportsmanship right there. As Corey Ensign going to pull back off to not pit here. As John Horn going to get saved by, looks like a teammate maybe there. But up front, looks like Anthony Poston has actually had some issues here. Not sure what exactly happened here. Let's look back what happened here. As, oh, maybe they just let the pace car by. No, man. No, man. All good. They just had to let the pace car by. So, anyhow, he's now led 22 laps, actually. So, he's trying to pick as most of my laps led as possible here. Is now, he is, led more laps with John Horn by 2. Going to lead another one here, and then probably another one after that. So, we're going to have less than 10 laps to go. We'll go back green flag here. As Adam Progressive finished on this time by, it'll be 11 laps to go. And he'll pick up his 23rd lap led. So, on his way now to the most amount of laps. You hear him clutching and coasting, trying to make it rest the way on fuel. So, some fuel strategy here now. She's now led 23 laps. Next time by will be 10 laps to go, and when I believe we'll be given the 1 to go signal by the pace car and also the flagman. In which case will be a 9-lap shootout. So it's going to be pretty wild here. 9 laps at Daytona. Racing for $10 and for a point to win. It's going to be pretty crazy here. Anthony Boston going to still try to lead the final few laps here. You can lead 23 laps and think you got it in the books, but the only lap that really counts is that last one. So that's what his goal is here tonight. To try to do. I'm going to continue to save some gas here. I think they're currently in second place now. So, 1 to green now, baseball lights are out. He's out 24 laps here, Anthony Boston. And try to lead one more here. And but John Horn, he's back here, trying to catch back up to the field. He's now led 20 laps. And it's very close here for most of the laps late. He's going to have to try to work his way through the field here in a 9-lap shootout to catch back up, try to get that lead, and try to gain as many spots as possible and pretty much just hope that actually he's getting his lap back now, looks like. So we have to try to get back up to the pace car. It's going to be pretty hard to do as they're entering turn 3 right now. I don't think he's going to be able to do it actually, so it's going to probably hurt his chances of getting that most amount of laps led. So unfortunately for him, looks like he will not be able to get that as if he possibly lead him to the green flag. Number 16 machines, basically all lights are out, but I make a hard turn down on the pit lane and set these guys loose for a 9-lap shootout to close up tonight's race. Base car is in, green flag is out. There it is, green flag's back out, run away here from Daytona. Matthew Vega gets a good restart actually on the outside lane, gets around Anthony Boston, getting help from Jeremy Funk in that number 97 machine. As looks like Matthew Vega actually will clear against the lane. Does he drop down in front of Anthony Boston? No, he does not actually. So 3 wide behind him. Jerry Hager goes to the middle around the 50 machine and 80 of Russell Caney to get up into 4th gear already. And now here comes Anthony Boston trying to hold off the 81 and the 52 machine for the race lead. Can't quite do it. Here goes Matthew Vega on the outside. They're side by side going to turn 3, door to door. Looks like now the outside lane falls back just a bit. The 81 machine gives a nice push to Anthony Boston in that 16. Now does he try to make a move on the outside to gain that spot himself? No, he does not. So now come across that finish line. Anthony Boston leads us by. Pick up lap lead number 25 for him. As now 81 machine actually goes to the outside. Gonna try to make a run on the 16 for the lead. It doesn't really have much draft. As Russell Caney also goes up there with him. And then 3 wide behind him, Stephen Gale, Jared Hager, Matthew Rivera, teammates. 3 wide for 4th. There's contact. There goes Stephen Gale. Hard into the inside wall. Into this inside wall for twice. I'm sure he's going to clip this. Oh, another big wreck. Up front, Anthony Boston and Russell Caney go for a spin in front of traffic. I don't think there was many other cars involved. I think I did see somebody get involved in that right there, but I thought honestly the 16 machine, or excuse me, 18 machine was gonna hit the inside wall. So we're gonna take a look back at what happened in this crash before we go back and look at what exactly happened to Stephen Gale. As it looks like right here, 81 just cuts off the nose of the 80, gets him sideways, goes down the track into the 16 of Anthony Ponson. Tough break for him as he's up front all race. So 81 of Joseph going to go for a slide, manages to save. It's actually George set up for the lead. Matthew Berry and Jerry Hayward teammates trying to get the lead before the caution flag came out. So they go for a spin out. Let's look back what happened to Stephen Gale as some teammates made contact right there. And he just missed that first wall and then ended up spinning the inside wall. I thought right here he was going to go head on into it, but he managed to turn it back to the right to try to save it, but then just pretty much out of control. He just missed that wall. I thought he was going to hit that, and then spin off that and hit this one, but kind of just lightly hit the inside wall. It's not a pretty big hit. Going to have to use a fastest barrier still with one left, so tough for him to go actually on board with him here in the number 18 machine. Just yeah, nothing to really do about it, and tries to keep it off the wall, but nowhere really to go. Hits it nose to the wall and spins back into the wall for a second time here. Goes for a spin all before we end up having a huge crash. So now we're gonna go on board with the 80 machine of Russell Caney as but his whole wreck happened in front of him. So 81 and 80 was the initial first contact. You see the 80 gets on the outside. 81 comes up into him, tries to block, but it was too late. Gets to the 16. The 16 actually clipped the 40 machine. Looks like right there, and they both go for a spin. And amazingly don't end up really crashing too hard, but it's not something they wanted to have happen. So they're not going to go onto the rear camera here at the 81 machine of Joseph Piscota. So I still cannot pronounce that name, I'm sorry. See right here, he tries to block, and this is just aggressive racing for $10 and for the win here at Daytona, and just here goes the 80 machine. And right, he goes actually great save, though, don't have to hit anything, just kind of spun it onto the apron there and kept the car straight and in control. But that would be at the caution flag here for the 11th time here. Up front, Matthew Rivera leads the field. And the caution came out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on lap 93. Which means 5 caution laps. It'll set these guys up for a 3-lap shootout. In which case, the caution comes back out. If they wreck before the white flag, the race will be over under caution. If they wreck on the last lap, no caution comes out. Whoever pretty much can survive it will win. Or will they go green the whole rest of the way? It's an interesting question at this point. So, but we're gonna go a quick commercial break, probably final commercial break of the night. But don't go away, be right back.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
My name is Stephen Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing, and I work on the beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the beta UI. So once you're at the home page of the beta UI, you just go to create a race. Then from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always preview it using the preview format button. We are very excited to release the brand new heat racing configuration feature that will be available in Season 3 of iRacing.
Well, I've heard of the BHR JenMar Mangement Series, but I go back green flag here for a 3-lap shootout to declare the winner here at Daytona. Green flag is out. Matthew Vera on the gas, out the lane. Does not get a great restart. Now Jeremy Funk up to push 52 machine, just 3 laps to earn $10 and be a winner here in the BHR JenMar Mangement Series. Is now Phil fanning out. These guys make sure to not wreck, or otherwise they'll end another caution flag. So Jeremy Funk now trying to look to get away around 52 machine of Matthew Rivera. Is he able to do that in that Plan B sales Chevrolet? But will he get past the 81 machine? That's the next question. As 81 looking outside, here comes the 97. Will he? No. 81 actually decided to stay back behind him. So these guys going to try to. 81 machine back to the outside. Can't quite get the run, however. He's going to fall back in line there behind the 97. Jeremy Funk. As now he crosses over the 97, fakes him out at the top side. As Matthew Vera gets turned. Around, they both go into the inside wall. No caution flag. They're 4 wide for the lead. Somebody else is spinning. 2 laps to go. As Jared Hager is sideways. Katie stayed at 50 machine on the apron. George Garcia, a couple blinking cars here. And now Russell Katie actually comes out the race lead. As the 40 machine gets turned by Jared Hager. Caution flag is out. Russell Katie will win. As chaos ensues in the last 2.5 laps, Russell Kinney will be a race winner here. The league owner picks up the win in the BHR Mangement Series. Here. At Daytona. Also, Kenny picks up that win in the number 80 machine. We're not quite over yet. We still have the white flag lap, and of course, we're just gonna catch the pace car here. We're gonna look back at what exactly happened there. It's chaos. We're gonna look back at what happened out of turn 4, where the 52 machine, the 81 machine got involved in the crash there. Look back at what happened here as see, yeah, just looks like the 81 tried to stick it underneath the 51, really enough room, and they both went for a slide. 52 locked it down, managed to keep it off the wall. 81 hit the wall a couple times there, and then up front, it looks like 97 machine of Jeremy Funk actually went for a spin. While he was up in the front, see what happened here. He cuts down across the nose of Jared Hager, actually looks like, and basically just goes for a slide in the grass, managed to keep it off the wall and out of his way. And then all of a sudden, they're about 3 or 4 wide. Jared Hager turns sideways, got a couple blinking cars, a couple connection issues. Russell Kane gets the lead. He drops down low. That's pretty much the move of the race right there. As the 40 machine of Greg McKen. Excuse me. The 40 machine of Greg McClendon comes down on across the nose of 02 of Jerry Hager, and that causes a caution flag to end the race. But I'm gonna go back live here to see these guys cross the start finish line. Russell Kenny will be your race winner here tonight from Daytona. Russell Kenny will win here at Daytona. Race number 2 of the season 2. Let's get some calculated bump there, and Jerry Hager maybe even the dump. And yep, there you go. It's the pit maneuver for fun. And everybody's just spinning all over the place. Complete wreck fest out at the finish, but doesn't matter a whole lot. That's the pace car was the only thing not hit there. Oh, they're still hitting each other. It's people taking the roll and John Horn doing donuts, and I'm not sure what happened to the race leader. No, winner. There it is. No, there you go. Russell Canyon will win here at Daytona. So I'm gonna try to get some interviews here with the top few finishers. So looks like your top 3 actually tonight. So I'm gonna try to get interviews with the top 3 finishers. So George Garcia will finish in 3rd. I'm bringing the broadcast booth here. George Garcia, Lucas Kramer, LCG broadcast booth, got me?
Yeah, I got you.
So, George, it's like there pretty much of the race. Led 4 laps en route to a 3rd place finish here tonight. Podium for you. Pretty chaoticness there at the end of the race. A lot of wreckage and pretty crazy. We managed to get through most of it, get up to 3rd place finish. Stuck with your race there.
Yeah, that was a fun race. I don't know how I got 3rd, but yeah, I just want to say congrats to Russell for winning, but that was a fun race.
Yeah, certainly, and we saw a lot of cool pit strategy there at the end. Also, a little bit, we saw a couple of guys stay out. You were one of the ones to pit, I believe. Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good talking to you, George. Thank you for your time. And any shots you want to give here for your 3rd place finish?
Well, I don't know. I just want to say that was a fun race. That's all I just want to say.
All right. Thank you for your time, George, and have a good night.
You too.
All right, that's your 3rd place finisher tonight, George Garcia in the number 50 machine, and gonna finish 2nd place here at J.R. Hager. Is just complete chaos in the race here. As J.R. Hager, looks kind of LCD buckets booth. You got me?
Yep.
So yeah, J.R. is up there much of the race. Led 6 laps here tonight, but unfortunately for you, you got caught up in the wreck there at the end. Pretty crazy there. We saw 4 wide for a bit there for the lead. A lot of cars kind of getting turned as they were really aggressively racing. And fortunately, if you can just shy at that $10 bonus and victory here tonight. But still a good run-up finish for you tonight. Just like my race, man.
It was a wild race. Everybody was all over the place. There was a bunch of 3 and 4 wide, really aggressive. So it was one of those, what do I do? Stay in the back, stay in the front, and it was just wild.
Yeah, I guess the five fast spurs there tonight. We saw you ended up spinning yourself out there one of the moments there. You got caught up in a couple other wrecks, your fall, and pretty chaotic race overall. I believe we had about 12, 13 cautions there, as I actually had 12 cautions tonight. So did you end up using all 5 of your fastest pairs, or how many did you have left at the end?
Actually, I ended up using all 5 of them at the very end. I had 3 going into the final probably 30 laps, but I came down pit road and used all 3 of them to make sure I had the best car for those final couple laps to have a shot for the win there.
Yeah, certainly, and with the money bonuses given by Jeffrey Price, courtesy of him, the 5 bonus points for the most amount of laps led. Unfortunately, you didn't get it here tonight, and I believe that actually went over to your teammate Anthony Poston. So it's obviously good for your team as a whole. But do you think that definitely helped the aggression and the craziness that went on with tonight's race?
I mean, it's hard to say. After watching the shootout last week, I'd say it had something to do with it. But it's just Daytona. Everybody's trying for every bit of real estate they can get. It was you can't tell on that type of stuff.
Yeah, certainly. And thank you for your time, JR. Any shots we give here if you're run over finish?
I wanted to thank Russell for hosting, and congratulations to Anthony and Russell Anthony for getting those most laps led, and Russell for winning that race there. And thank you for broadcasting.
Certainly, and thank you for your time here, JR, and have a good night. Alrighty, that was your second place finisher tonight, J.R. Hager. Now, your race winner here, Russell Caney, and the number 80 machine, who kind of went to burn him down here tonight. We're trying to get him in the broadcast booth. Russell Caney, let's come out to the broadcast booth, got me?
Yeah, I got you.
So, yeah, Russell, he came out here on top of pretty chaotic the race there, especially at the end, but you managed to pick up the 10 bonus dollars here and the victory here tonight. You came oh so close last week, lost in a photo finish with John Horn. You said you could have done next week, and you certainly proved that here tonight. Victorious here at Daytona, also picking up 10 bonus dollars. Just talk with us how that race was, man.
The race was kind of hectic going towards the end. I didn't know what was going on. We started taking it 3 wide, darting it, and at the end, it's not how I wanted the race to end. I was hoping to have it end under green flag conditions, but other than that, this league has definitely improved from season 1, and it's amazing on how much people know how to race these days, unlike from the past. But at the end, it was just hard racing, and the 80 team came out with the win.
Yeah, certainly, in a very hard victory. They managed to pull off the move, the race leader, just before the crash happened right behind you in second place. And, of course, Jeffrey Price giving that money out to $10 to the winner and $5 to the most laps led. Anthony picked up those $5. You picked up those $10. And speaking of that, we had 12 caution flags here tonight. Did you think that those $5 and $10 bonuses really helped amp everybody up and get their intensity running to try to get the lead as much as possible?
I do believe that was part of it, because last race we didn't have many people show, and this race was proven to show that people actually do show when there's actually stuff on the line. But other than that, today was just really fun. Had a great time, and I hope everyone else had a great time. So next week we'll see who's the next winner.
Yeah, certainly looking to go back to back here tonight, but again, you were just shy of those 5 bonus dollars, but you ended up getting the 10 instead. And any shots we'll give here for your win here tonight?
I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor, JenMar Mangement, for making this race possible, and the broadcasting, and then just all my friends, my family that are watching right now. And yeah, that's all I got for tonight.
All right, thank you for your time, Russell. Congratulations on the win, and have a good night.
You too.
All right, that's a race winner here tonight. Russell Caney came also close last week. If you remember, lost to John Horn the last lap there, photo finish, but managed to pick it up here and win tonight. We'll take a look at your results here, top to bottom. Russell Caney picks up the win. Second place, J.R. Hager. Third place, George Garcia with the machine. Trenton Seeds going to finish in fourth. Anthony Possum runs at your top 5. He picked up 5 bonus dollars, leading to most on laps. Steve Miguel finishes 6th. Corey Ensign 7th. Greg McClendon and 8th. John Horn came pretty close there, but kind of lost the draft to try to get his lap back after being involved in a crash. He finishes 9th. Matthew Verrett runs at the top 10, getting a turn there while leading and coming on to turn 4. And in 11th place here tonight, Jeremy Funk 2 laps down, 3 laps down, Joseph Piscota. 14 laps down, finished Jeffrey Price. He was the guy who just gave up the money here tonight. And Ralph Schultz, the last car to start the race. And thank you everybody for watching tonight's broadcast. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, it was a pretty crazy race. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check us out on tomorrow night, actually. Action Motorsports Video Series heads to Watkins Glen. Bit of a schedule change. It was scheduled for Iowa. Now it's going to be Watkins Glen, so we're going to turn left and right there for the first time this season. So it's pretty exciting. And going to see if Justin Wilson can pick up the win there to try to go 3 in a row. But again, thank you so much for watching. LCTV signing out.